Bloody Mary, a widespread legend that has been told for generations. It typically involves a young woman named Mary who was brutally murdered or disfigured, and her spirit is said to haunt mirrors, appearing when her name is chanted multiple times in front of a mirror in a darkened room. The ritual often involves lighting candles, dimming the lights, and repeating the phrase Bloody Mary 3, 7, or 13 times. According to the myth, Mary's ghostly apparition will appear in the mirror, sometimes accompanied by frightening sounds or physical manifestations. The legend has various versions and interpretations, but it remains a popular tale used to evoke fear and curiosity, particularly among teenagers and young adults. Slender Man. Slender Man is a chilling and fictional internet myth surrounding a supernatural entity depicted as a tall, faceless figure with tentacle-like arms, often lurking in forests and preying on children and individuals. Originating from online forums and creepypasta stories, the myth of Slender Man has sparked widespread fear and fascination, with tales of abductions, mind control, and haunting encounters contributing to its eerie allure. The legend is intertwined with unsettling visuals, mysterious lore, and urban legends, inspiring various media adaptations, games, and real-life incidents attributed to the character. Slender Man's enigmatic and malevolent persona continues to captivate audiences and evoke a sense of dread in the realm of internet folklore and horror narratives. Chupacabra, a fearsome and legendary creature from Latin American folklore, is believed to be a blood-sucking cryptid, described as a reptilian or canid creature with glowing red eyes and sharp fangs. Originating from Puerto Rico in the mid-1990s, reports of the Chupacabra spread across the Americas, with alleged sightings of livestock mutilations and drained animal carcasses attributed to its malevolent attacks. The mystery surrounding the Chupacabra has led to numerous theories ranging from a genetic mutation to a supernatural entity, captivating imaginations and sparking urban legends that persist to this day. The creature's elusive nature, eerie appearance, and alleged predatory habits continue to fuel speculation, cultural fascination, and paranormal lore surrounding this enigmatic cryptid in the realm of supernatural myths and mysterious creatures. Jersey Devil, a terrifying and enduring legend originating in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey, is depicted as a winged creature with hooves, a horse-like head, bat-like wings, and a blood-curdling scream. Dating back to the 18th century, the myth of the Jersey Devil tells of a cursed 13th child born to a witch, rumored to wreak havoc on the region by attacking livestock, terrifying locals, and evading capture through its supernatural powers. Sightings and encounters with the Jersey Devil have persisted over centuries, with tales of its eerie presence haunting the New Jersey Pine Barrens and beyond. The enduring mystery and fear surrounding the Jersey Devil have solidified its status as one of America's most chilling and iconic cryptids, inspiring curiosity, lore, and chilling tales that continue to captivate and terrify audiences to this day. Mothman. This eerie myth originates from Point Pleasant, West Virginia in the late 1960s, where numerous sightings of a strange, winged creature with glowing red eyes were reported before the tragic collapse of the Silver Bridge. Described as a humanoid figure with wings spanning over 10 feet, the Mothman's appearances were often associated with impending disasters and misfortunes, leading to theories of it being an omen or a cryptid harbinger of doom. Some speculate it to be an extraterrestrial being, a supernatural entity, or even a mutated creature due to its abnormal appearance and behavior. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the Mothman legend continues to captivate enthusiasts of the paranormal and cryptozoology, inspiring books, movies, and even a festival held annually in Point Pleasant to commemorate this mysterious and unsettling phenomenon. The Backseat Killer. This terrifying myth revolves around the urban legend of a murderer lurking in the backseat of unsuspecting victims' cars. The story typically unfolds with a driver noticing strange sounds or feelings of being watched while on the road, only to discover upon arrival that an escaped convict, ghost, or deranged killer was hiding in their back seat, waiting to strike. Variants of this legend have been shared for decades, serving as cautionary tales to remind people of the importance of checking their surroundings and staying cautious, especially at night or in secluded areas. Though there have been no confirmed cases of the backseat killer in reality, the myth persists as a spine-tingling narrative that plays on our deepest fears of the unknown and vulnerability when alone in a vehicle. La Llorona, a legendary figure deeply rooted in Latin American folklore. La Llorona, also known as the Weeping Woman, is said to be the spirit of a woman who drowned her children in a fit of madness or revenge and now wanders near bodies of water, mourning her lost offspring. Her eerie cries are believed to foretell misfortune or even death, leading to her portrayal as a malevolent and sorrowful ghost. The legend of La Llorona serves as a cautionary tale, warning children to behave, obey their parents, and avoid wandering too close to rivers or lakes, lest they encounter the lamenting spirit searching for her own lost children. This tragic myth has been passed down through generations, instilling a sense of fear and respect for the consequences of parental neglect or the loss of innocence in the face of maternal grief gone awry. The Bell Witch. A famous American ghost story and legend originating in Tennessee during the early 19th century. It revolves around the Bell family, who experienced a series of strange and terrifying phenomena, including poltergeist activity, disembodied voices, physical attacks, and even encounters with a malevolent spirit known as Kate or the Bell Witch. The haunting is said to have begun in 1817 and continued for several years, causing distress and fear among the Bell family and their neighbors. The Bell Witch is often described as a mischievous and vengeful entity that tormented the family through various means, such as throwing objects, causing objects to move on their own, and even appearing in physical form. The legend has been passed down through generations and has become a popular tale of American folklore and supernatural horror. The Wendigo. A malevolent mythological creature originating from the folklore of various Algonquian-speaking tribes in North America. It is typically depicted as a tall, gaunt humanoid with sharp teeth and claws, glowing eyes, and a heart of ice. According to legend, the Wendigo was once a human who resorted to cannibalism during times of famine or extreme hardship. As a result of their actions, they transformed into a malevolent spirit that craves human flesh. The Wendigo is said to inhabit the deep forests and is often associated with winter, cold, and starvation. It is said to stalk its victims, mimicking human voices to lure them closer before attacking and devouring them. The Wendigo is a powerful and feared creature in Native American folklore, representing the dangers of greed, desperation, and the consequences of breaking taboos. Baba Yaga, a prominent figure in Slavic folklore, often depicted as a powerful and enigmatic witch or hag. She is typically portrayed as an old woman with a bony figure, a long crooked nose, and iron teeth. Baba Yaga's dwelling is a hut that stands on chicken legs, and it can move around the forest at will. She is often associated with magic, witchcraft, and the supernatural. Baba Yaga can be a benevolent or malevolent figure, depending on the tale. In some stories, she helps lost travelers or provides guidance to those in need. However, she is also known for kidnapping children and devouring them. Baba Yaga's hut is surrounded by a fence made of human bones, and she often rides a flying mortar and pestle, wielding a broomstick as a weapon. Her name, Baba Yaga, translates to Grandmother Yaga, and she represents the archetype of the wise and powerful but unpredictable old woman in Slavic mythology. The Pontianak, a terrifying female vampire from Southeast Asian folklore, particularly prevalent in Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore. According to legend, the Pontianak was once a woman who died during childbirth, often due to neglect or complications. Her vengeful spirit returns as a Pontianak, seeking retribution against the living. The Pontianak is typically depicted as a beautiful woman with long, flowing hair and a flowing white dress. However, her true form is that of a hideous creature with sharp teeth, long claws, and glowing red eyes. The Pontianak is said to target pregnant women and their newborns, attacking them in their homes or near bodies of water. She is believed to possess supernatural powers, such as the ability to fly, shapeshift, and control the wind. The Pontianak's mournful cries are said to be a harbinger of death or misfortune, and hearing them is considered a bad omen. The Kappa, a mischievous water sprite from Japanese folklore, typically depicted as a humanoid creature with a turtle-like shell on its back and webbed hands and feet. It is said to inhabit rivers, ponds, and other bodies of water, and it is known for its playful yet dangerous nature. The Kappa's most distinctive feature is a depression or cavity on the top of its head filled with water. This water is the Kappa's life force, and if it spills out, the Kappa becomes weak and powerless. The Kappa is often depicted as being mischievous and playful, but it can also be dangerous to humans. It is said to enjoy pulling people into the water and drowning them, particularly those who swim alone or at night. The Kappa is also known for challenging people to sumo wrestling matches, and if it wins, it will drown its opponent. However, the Kappa can be outsmarted by bowing to it, as its politeness will force it to return the bow, spilling the water from its head and rendering it harmless. The Banshee, a female spirit from Irish folklore that is said to wail and cry to warn of an impending death. She is typically depicted as a pale, ethereal woman with long, flowing hair and a flowing white dress. The Banshee is said to be particularly associated with certain families, and her mournful cries are believed to foretell the death of a family member. The Banshee's cry is described as being otherworldly and chilling, and it is said to strike terror into the hearts of those who hear it. In some legends, the Banshee is said to wash the clothes of the person who is about to die, and her keen can also be heard at funerals. The Banshee is a powerful and feared figure in Irish folklore, and her presence is often seen as a harbinger of doom and misfortune. The Debuk, a malicious spirit from Jewish folklore that is said to possess living humans. It is believed to be the restless spirit of a deceased person who is unable to find peace in the afterlife. The Debuk is said to enter a person's body and take control of their mind and actions, causing them to behave erratically and unpredictably. The possessed person may exhibit strange and unsettling behavior, such as speaking in tongues, displaying superhuman strength, or exhibiting violent outbursts. The Debuk is often depicted as being a vengeful and tormented spirit that seeks to cause harm to the living. It is said to be particularly drawn to those who have committed sins or transgressions in their lives. The Debuk can only be exorcised by a rabbi or other religious figure who is skilled in the art of Kabbalah. The exorcism ritual typically involves chanting prayers, using holy objects, and performing other rituals to expel the Debuk from the possessed person's body. The Skinwalker, a Navajo shapeshifter that is said to possess supernatural powers and the ability to transform into various animals, such as wolves, coyotes, bears, and owls. According to Navajo legends, Skinwalkers are witches or medicine men who have gained the ability to shapeshift through the use of powerful magic. They are often depicted as malevolent beings that prey on humans and livestock, causing harm and misfortune. Skinwalkers are said to be able to control the weather, cause illness, and even kill with their powers. They are also known for their ability to possess humans and animals, taking control of their minds and bodies. Navajo culture traditionally views skinwalkers with fear and suspicion, and stories about them are often used to warn people about the dangers of practicing witchcraft and engaging in evil deeds.